Oh god, I forgot the heart rate. Well, it'll act as a, lie detector of sorts. The hell is it? Oh, I don't like the looks of any of this. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Okay, that must have been like a weird glitch or something, because I was like, there's no way. All right, let's start this bad boy up. Let's see what happens. What's up, Mug?
Ooh, I love pee.
It is 2:30, my dude. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Weird because my clock is showing it's Weibo clock. What's up, Mug? Is there something supposed to be playing right now? Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. No, I don't want to be spoiled on this. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Text speed, volume. I might have to put a background on my heart rate if everything is super bright like this. I guess new game? Please enter your name. Why is everything so bright, dude? Like, this is actually hurting my eyes. Oh, thank God. Real human being colors. Hey! Hello, local shark. How's it going? I see annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air. You're good? Glad to hear it. All right, I think I'm doing well. I'm doing well, my dude. I'm doing well. More than anything else, I need to figure out where the hell I'm gonna go right now. For the moment, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just bump everything up. I don't... You're a local shark. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Okay. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? Question mark? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Can I press, like, the space bar or something? Oh, glad to have you around, local shark. Ha ha. Ha ha. Hi. I can never, like, tell when something is being pronounced. Like, what is it supposed to be saying exactly? Oh, okay. Space does work. Perfect. I overslept again. Panting noises. Oh, okay. Panting noises. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh, that's me. That's me saying that. Okay. You say that like you were about to ignoring me. Thinking about ignoring me. Jesus. That's mean, Scat. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Wait, did I ever choose my gender or sexual orientation or anything in this game? Just, okay, all right, I guess we're just a couple. Or not a couple, we're not a couple. Very explicitly not a couple. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. How's the game volume, by the way? Whatever you say, Sayori. Because there's just like this, what I'm going to refer to as elevator music just playing in the background at all times. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become... The volume's good? Good. The streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Scott, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, I'm a weeb! Even in a weeb game, I'm a weeb. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? She just seems kind of like... dismissive? Or wait, no. I'm, not the character. Me. VK, Scott, whatever, am dismissive towards Sayori? We're gonna go with Sayori until some weeb neckbeard comes in and corrects me. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET, NEET, in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah. All I can think of is the birthday skull in Halo when you headshot grunts. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Big word, relent. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. A for anime, am I right? Fellow anime lovers? Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. I wish, like, the text, I wish, like, the named characters. So, like, I wish Sayori's name, like, her font right now was a different color than my font. Just so, like, that way, at a glance, like, Sayori's pink, Scott is blue. You know, whatever other weeb girls I'm about to come across can be, you know, purple, black, red, whatever. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh, Doki Doki Literature Club. That's literally what I'm playing. Okay. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Man, I'm gonna need to drink lots of water playing this game. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. I love this game. I know nothing about it. I was told I had to play it. Somebody redeemed a channel points redemption saying I have to play this game, and so here we are. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Who redeemed on this? Weeping. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuke made cupcakes and everything. Natsuki? Suki or Suke? I don't know. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Who narrates like this? Even in their own head, like, who narrates like this? Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! I can't do my typical female voice. There's no way I'm gonna get through, like, 10 more minutes. Natsuki. Natsuki. Okay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new team member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Why are all these girls big tit anime girls? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just... Is this all they knew to draw? Like... Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Scott, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. So wait, even if you're a dude, or even if you're a female, you play as a dude? What the fuck? 3JP, don't. Better not to ask, dude. Just
people of the land. The common clay of the New West. You know. Morons.
never not funny. Never not funny. Do you know about this game? I have known nothing about this game. It says that there's like some really obscene content. But I have no idea. I know nothing about this game. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? It'll actually be easier in my head if they kept their Girl 1, Girl 2, Girl 3 names, because I'm not going to learn or remember. So, sorry. I'll get my wife to come watch. She loves this game. No. 3JP, you tell your wife to log in to her own account, and she comes to twitch.tv/virtual ketchup. God damn it. And she follows, and she likes, and she subscribes, and she rings that bell. What's going on, Weeping? Okay, so this is Natsuki. Okay. Almost forgot your own URL. Maybe? She already follows? Oh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. What's going on, Weeping? Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Like, Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, Yuri's Revenge, Yuri? Because that was a bald Russian who could control minds. Got some time off, only have to pretend to read emails here in 15 minutes. Nice. I have limitless time off as of right now. You know, losing your job and whatnot. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time looking up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I messaged Yar. Where? Okay. Am I better off, like, putting stuff down in the, like, putting my face cam and stuff, like, down in the, where it's got the text? Wow, I was blank. POV, you're about to commit wage theft, but you're shy. I think that's the case, so we're gonna go ahead and... Oh. Okay, I didn't do anything. All right. All right, we should be good. Should be good. Male lingering 105. Thank you for the follow. Hey, that's 500, boys. We did it. 500. We hit it again. Woohoo! We've hit 500 before, and then we lost a bunch. We're back at 500. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Did I get your name right? But thank you again for the follow. Okay, now time to get 500 subs. Never gonna happen. I've been streaming for 6 years, dog. Never gonna happen. I was just messaging Pop earlier today about this. Like, bruh, if I was gonna take off, it would have happened by now. And it sounds like you already know Monica? Is that right? I'm just gonna say Monica until somebody corrects me. That's right. It's great to see you again, Scat. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Yes, it was correct. I am 3JP's wife. Super excited for this. There, you got another follow. Don't say I never do nothing for you. Happy to have you aboard. Shut up, Mug. I wasn't going to bring it up. Monica was probably the most beautiful girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Scott. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Tee-hee. We need a tee-hee counter. Like, we need to, how many times are pointer fingers going to connect? We straight up, I'm doing that. I don't think you have to donate anything, because I'm pretty sure the ooh command still exists. Notice me, senpai. Ooh. Yep, still totally exists. Then how about I make some tea as well? Godless land. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Can't let you do that.
Yar Wolf? What's going on, Yar? How you doing? Yeah, this is Weeping's fault. Yeah. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! You're doing all right? Well, what can we do to make it better, Yarwolf? What can we do to improve the mood? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. These temp agencies keep wanting to throw me at machine shops. You are the better mood, PK. So cute! Yep, no, can't do my generic, female voice. Nope. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Fun fact, I am a minor. Okay, so no one send any explicit messages to your local shark. Because, yeah. But yeah, I'm with Mug. Probably shouldn't say that. Just in general, just to avoid anything. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I've been 21 on the internet since I was 12. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? How far to age verification things go back? Usually 1900. So yeah, I've been at least 100 years old for pretty much my entire online existence. $99 years usually. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Wait, how does this translate to me looking for work? When he was younger, he scrolled down to seem older, and now he has no choice but to scroll down. No. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Also now, instead of lying about my age online, I played the super fun game where I'm 24 and depressed. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. Teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... So wait, is this like some weeb fantasy where all the girls in the literature club have a crush on me? Insulted, Yuri looks away. VK is so old, I definitely not the exact same age as me, and I mean exact. We had to battle about exiting the womb. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Oh god, I'm getting yelled at. Please, make it stop. I'm sorry. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. I became a Discord mod with my 100k, and you decided to pick a game with us. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? I missed this music. Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh,
Shopping for beards? What? I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I unironically want to try lead paint. It's supposed to taste very good. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Yeah, I'm shopping for a beard since I can't grow one. Me either, Weeping. Can you find me a beard? Monica, it really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Any preference? I mean, I'm a dirty blonde, so brown? Somewhere between like blonde and brown. Probably more brown. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. I know, I'm a Twitch streamer. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. VK, you're gonna go grow this club so good. Natsuki conceal carries. Is Natsuki a vampire? Why does she have the one pointer tooth, like, hanging out of her mouth? Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I think she's a cat? Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Scott, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. So we got Natsuki, Yuri, Monica, and Sayori. Right? This kind of fucking weeb shit would get you bullied so hard if you were like this in school. Oh, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm a 33-year-old man, and I want to kick my own ass for playing this. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Ah, a George R.R. Martin fan. I like the one that isn't a high school girl. So you had 4 high school girls and a 33-year-old obese man to choose from, Mug, and you went for the 33-year-old obese man. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books. What's up, Rally? I made nicknames for every character except the MC. What's going on? Dabbicopter? 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 Dabbicopter, like helicopter, but dabbing. Got it. That's a great name, Dabbicopter. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep, psychological elements really immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? What? What'd you just say? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Okay, all right, I understand that. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. God damn it, Mug. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Shut up, horror is awesome. Pookie would disagree. Pookie hates horror. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. That is a pretty good horror movie, my top tier. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles? Is that a word? Sidles? Up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Where's this going? I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Recently grabbed one of his short story compilation books. Pretty good. Can't say I love his cat's name. You know, that's... I was literally about to bring up his cat's name if it wasn't brought up. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki equals annoying Nat. Sayori, say yo mind. Monica, Damoon's weird, sis. Yuri equals your mom. I like those. Oofda, I learned something new today. Yeah, turns out Lovecraft is kind of a piece of shit, and to enjoy any of his work, you have to separate the art from the artist on that one. Like, there's no getting around that. Yeah. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. Really the Kanye West of his day. You know, I don't think anyone's ever described H.P. Lovecraft as the Kanye West of his day, but yeah, shit checks out. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Oofda, I just like the monstrous stuff. Definitely a separation there. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Shut the fuck up, Mom. Jesus. Do you... Okay. Oh my god. Jamie, thank you for the resub of 21 months. Oh my god. Woo! Alright, Natsuki. Cat hybrid, Monica long ass hair, Yuri moody and depressed, Sayori pick me part 2. Go up here, bud. Go up here. Alright. This is a game even you can play, bud. This is a game even you can play. Whoo! Alright, alright. Whoo! Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah, we're on day 5, which is the last day, but you can see, like, I don't think you'd actually be able to see. Want to hear a funny story? Absolutely, Davicopter. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Everyone, he knows nothing about this game. If you know, keep your mouth shut. I mean, it must get dark at some point, because the trailer said it was some sort of horror game. And it talks about, like, extreme content that you can turn off even when you start the game, so something's got to happen at some point. I don't know when the turn is, but the turn is happening some point, I guess. I have an idea, everyone. It's a horror game and that you have to talk to high school girls. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Do you want down, bud? Here, you can get down. Good boy. Who's a good boy? You're gonna get me internet famous. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of this club. Isn't that right, Scott? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Scott... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh, for anyone curious, this is technically Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Apparently there's additional content with this. Nobody was streaming Doki Doki Literature Club Plus on Twitch, so I just set the category to the OG Doki Doki Literature Club. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Oh yeah, that adds the Super Inferno Mega Pack content. Oh. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Scott, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? If that's what I think it is. Thank you, Weeping.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Scott, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Oh, for anyone who's not part of the Discord, actually, hold on. Hold on just a second. Give me like... hold on. I really want people to watch this. Because I think it's so fucking dumb. I came out with a nature documentary yesterday. I want... It's really good. It's really dumb. Okay, alright. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Oh, of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Go ahead and ban you. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. God, how long have I been streaming? 50 minutes? 53? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually picking. Okay. Can I save? Okay, it does autosave. Okay. Woo. All right, if it autosaves, then I'm not too worried about it. Bouncy, lipstick, vanilla, suicide, electricity, pout, bunny, memories, vertigo, friends. I mean... Who are we thinking here? Are we... Well, here. Who are we thinking I should go with? Are we a Yuri dude? Are we a Natsuki? Are we a Sayori? Why isn't Monica on here? Whatever. feel like I've already presented my opinion. Jester Darkhire. Yeah, it is a first playthrough. How's it going? That's a good one, Davicopter. That's a very good one. All right. We're a Yuri simp, boys. We are officially a Yuri simp. Suicide. Philosophy, kitty, fickle, imagination, defeat, lucky, sadness, lazy, flying. Let's go with philosophy? Incongruent, playground, hop, afterimage, whistle, entropy, play, whirlwind, vibrant, misery. I'm assuming if I use a big word, how it goes for you? It goes well. It goes real well. I didn't know this game existed until like 2 days ago, and now here we are playing it. So kind of abstract ass hip-hop lyrics. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, 3JP. That thought has already occurred to me. We'll go incongruent. Do depression topics and see what happens. Wrath. Scars? Grief. Oh, wait, she got excited for grief? Maybe we've been doing the stringer thing. You're in for a good time? Play Fortnite next. Climax, warm, candy, disarray, destiny, peaceful, email, misfortune, smile, promise. Fester, vitality, adventure, shopping. Tragedy, swimsuit. Really? Tragedy? She got excited for it. Raindrops, intellectual. Disoriented flower, existence, desire. Heart explode, meager tears. Kawaii, cry, joy, nightgown, pleasure, childhood, skirt, socks, infallible, jumpy. Extreme, starscape, uncontrollable, journey. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, family, aura, question, disaster, strawberry, loud, wonderful, jump, dark ocean. A good writer uses synonyms in their work. Instead of climax, try not. We'll go with disaster? Yeah. Excitement, contamination. Lightning? Yeah. Agonizing. Unending, anxiety, hopeless, melancholy. Lust, feather, silly, graveyard, analysis, atone. All right. We're officially Yuri Simps, boys. Hi again, Scott. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Scott. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Monica's a side character, so you can't simp for her. Oh, Monica's not a real girl, then. Got it. Okay. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Okay. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Scott always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? All right, we need the uwu. Somebody needs the uwu. Manga translated to English means woman. Don't look at me favorably.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
Thank you, local shark. Thank you for coming in clutch. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Scott can become good friends too.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
Thank you, Dabicopter. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. I think it's just commands. I think it's literally just exclamation mark commands. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? No, never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is...
Fuck me in the ass 'cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Woo! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I feel like I need to play Persona after this. I feel like I'm just, like, honor bound at this point to just play through Persona 5 Royale? Like, I'm already in the Japanese high school? We'll go with high school. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. They should remake this game with an MC that can't read. But that doesn't seem...
Fuck me in the ass 'cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way.
Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Fuck me in the ass 'cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way.
I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. I think there's a cooldown on it. There's not. I specifically didn't took away any cooldown on them. You could fucking spam that shit. Obviously, I am in control. I could just turn it off if you guys start abusing it, but I'm more than happy to have some good timed sound commands. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. IDK, what I've done. I like DP. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
And it's true. Okay, anytime fingers point or anytime Yuri's playing with her hair. The forbidden command. Yeah, doesn't do anything. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I don't know if I can even do that. I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, I can. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. So wait, did we already read the poems? Like, is that why she's vibing with me, or...
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
Oh, there's a whole bunch, Dabicopter. If you click on the link... right there... there's a whole bunch. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... that's the book that you gave me, right? You're good, Yar. Oh, did something happen? No, you're fine. You're fine. Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. All right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Scott? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one, for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
Local shark with the coming in clutch for the oohs. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. It's my new job. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
Ah.
Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Ah. Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
This is what we're slogging. Slogging! Watching me as a streamer is slogging. Thank you, 3JP. Thank you for that.
I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. Notice me, senpai. Ooh. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. When I get 100,000 points, we're playing Silent Hill 3 again. Fuck you, mug. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. What was that 100-hour-long wet mop game you hated playing? Divinity. Divinity Original Sin. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. So, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. That's what he was distracted by. That's what's slowing him down. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Oh yeah, 100%, Local Shark. Like, all the girls are just head over heels for me, apparently. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. Well, I mean, as we all know, Dabicopter, all violence and crime didn't exist until video games. Reading books, that's fine. Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Ooh, mannerisms. I'm using the big words.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, Scott, that's probably
a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
Every time. Oh, thank you, Local Shark. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
Ah.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Woo.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Bruh. Bookmarks exist. I'm just saying. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. The current song playing, Play With Me, by Dan Salvato. Is this all that plays? Like, is this the only thing that plays? I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Who needs bookmarks? Danny DeVito. So anyway, I started blasting. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, I grabbed the wrong mouse. All the songs on the soundtrack are this song. I guess Yuri? I mean, she's the one that's gonna like it, right? Like, we know that she's the one that's gonna like it. Yuri seems the most experienced. So I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional.
Hey, listen.
Hi, Bluntly.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey,
Eh?
listen.
What was that? The game is going. It's me clicking the spacebar off a lot. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you.
I've got balls of steel.
This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. Oh, absolutely, Davicopter. Absolutely. What's the King of the Hill? If these kids could read, they would be very upset with you right now, meme. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Now you're good, Local Shark. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past, the light flickers, I flicker back. Aren't poems supposed to rhyme? Or no? Like, I thought that was like a key requirement of I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and start. My hand is actually getting cold. I'm gonna swap hands for clicking the spacebar. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. You'd know if I was jerking it, Yarwolf. Heart rate would go up, bruh. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Hoo-hoo? Huh-huh? H-U-H-U. How would you pronounce H-U-H-U? Hui-hui? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Scott. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Ho-ho. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Couldn't fit virtual ketchup in the name line. So I just went with my name. Figured why not. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. You could have done VK. I thought about it, but who cares? Oh no, people know my real legal name. It's not like my Facebook profile or my Twitter profile have been the VK logo. The good part is on the day of the festival, which is Monday, aka Monica Day. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Scott. Me too? Who should I show my poem to next? We'll go with Sayori? Yeah. This is a good poem, Scott. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Scott. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Good old Sally. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. If I remember correctly, Yar only did it for the cupcakes. You know, and the Bobs. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I keep on grabbing the wrong mouse, because I got a 2 PC setup, so I just keep on grabbing the wrong mouse. I don't... Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Mr. Worldwide over here with a 2 PC setup. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. The other day I went to KFC for a 3-piece. If Monica and Natsuki had a kid, they would name it Natsuka. I forgot to do it last night. Well,
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
god damn it. At least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean.
I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put
Shot me
it?
in the ass 'cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way.
Yes, that's how I should put it. It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Lady, I do it every single day. And lunch. Get over yourself. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, damn it, I did it again. Oh, I should have done Monica? Ah, well, too late now. Scott, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this?
Fuck me in the ass 'cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way.
Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort.
Notice me, senpai. Ooh.
We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better, anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. What? Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Truth. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? How old are these girls? That thought has not occurred to me yet. How old are these girls? Yeah, guess not. I decide to humor her with that last comment. Natsuke is 47 years old. No. She's a 5,000-year-old demon. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. She has a gun. If you have to ask, the answer is too young. Truth. That's the truth. Turns out. Yep. That's... Yep. I mean, Monica's the only one left, right? Hi, Scott. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Fuck me in the ass, cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Scott. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Scott. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. She sounds like Tom from Tom and Jerry when somebody grabs him by the scruff of his neck to throw him out of the room. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Oh, that was me. I'm sorry. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Yeah. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Her laugh is annoying. Oh, yeah, I mean... Have you seen the game that we're playing? Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Gonna just... Damn it, I did it again! Just gonna not read that title again. It could have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in? So, what do you think? It's very freeform. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? A fucking hole in the wall. Did you not read the poem? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say, that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, I think my voice is going. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. I'm just gonna have to read this in my normal voice, because, like, my voice is already going. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. The Ernest Hemingway approach to writing. Drink. Thanks for listening. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Dark One Hardy, thank you for the follow. What's up, what's up? How you doing? What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks? Yours is cute? Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. A feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Scott did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Scott liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Scott appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Damn! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Am I gonna get TOS'd on this? Like, am I... Okay, I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Scott started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls run towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Scott, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Scott. Really putting the simp in simple. But wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? You understand that, right, Scott? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Are we full-on Yuri simping? You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Nee. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling... I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki? She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Holding the hair again. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Scott. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing? One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'm thinking about using my garbage anime skills to make an anime movie complete with a cast and score. Would you watch it? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Handmade, homemade anime? Fuck yeah. It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Scott, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow? And maybe you learn something from your friends too? So your poems will turn out even better. Scott, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Alright. I need to save it, and I need to take a quick break. It will be right back. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be right back, you guys.